Tia, you're now the host of the Tastemade series Weekend Refresh, which gives
Yes.
renters and homeowners $2,000 and 48 hours to transform their spaces. Plus, you have two cookbooks, and we all loved your cooking show, Tia Mowry at Home. How did
No.
you first get into cooking and home decor?
I think just by, having kids, right? Like, I feel like I just love everything that has to do with lifestyle. I love design, I love cooking. I'm like I wouldn't say a homebody. I mean, I have moments where I'm a homebody, but I love being at home, if that makes any sense. And I love making my home a home, not only for myself, but for my children. And that's what inspires me, making a place that's comfortable for them, a way on how we express ourselves within, our home, making it comfortable, a place that they can, come to and relax and feel, safe. Um, and I love to cook because it's how I nurture. And I think that's the same way even with like home decor and just, being at home. I feel like it's just how I nurture, how I put a smile on people's faces, just making them feel at home.
Yeah. Shows like Weekend Refresh are great sources of techniques and hacks that we can all actually use in our spaces. Where do you turn for inspiration when you're looking for new ideas for your home?
Oh my gosh, I turn to shows like this. I feel like that's what makes this show such an incredible show. I was saying I wish I had this show Weekend Refresh when I was moving into my apartment for the first time, right? I feel like a lot of people they know what they want, they just don't know how to do it. And when you have shows like this that inspires you and kind of puts you in the right direction, it just makes things, easier. One thing that I thought was just so fascinating was one of the episodes was about they're friends and they live together and they rent their apartment, but we were able to find ways on how we can make their space theirs, without tearing down walls. It was all about using these really cool stickers, that looks like tile, but it's not really tile, it's stickers, or building these cool add ons. Because, they kind of wanted an area where they could use it for a bar, but also like a desk, or a working area. And it's really cool how they were able to extend this counter to make it like be like a bar, or a desk. But if they needed to get up and move, they can remove it, the bar area. So I think, shows like this, it's definitely inspiring and encouraging people that, wow, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily have to hire these expensive designers or even have this big project to refresh, a space in your home.
Now that Thanksgiving is here, we're officially at the holidays.
I
What are
know.
some? I know, I don't know how that happened so fast, but here we are. What are some of your favorite ways to refresh your home for the holiday season?
Ooh, yes. So some of my favorite ways to refresh my home for the holidays, are just lighting, right? Just, different types of lighting fixtures. Or just lighting in general. I will light the outside of my house and make it, more festive that way. I even do that for Thanksgiving. I will add, pumpkins and hay out in the front, just easy things that can just really change up an area. I think also what's really easy, what I do is I'll bring in, plants. So for example, um you know Christmas, it's all about the tree, right? Pine. So just bringing in garland, you know pine, it's a great way to add in little accents of the holidays into your home. And then pillows. I think pillows is an easy way to change up a room like that. So just add in, whether those are holiday colors and just kind of put them all throughout the house. And then, when the holidays are over, you can put them in storage. And then when it comes back around the next year, you can bring them back out again.
Around this time of year, I always feel like a huge sense of pressure to get my house
Mm.
in order for the new year.
Okay.
Like literally purging, cleaning,
Yeah.
organizing. Do you have any tips for how we can do the new year thing, but with our homes?
Ooh, that's actually a really, really good question. So, what I tend to do throughout the year, just I think a tip would be don't wait to the end of the year to start doing that. Because when you do, I feel like it becomes overwhelming.
Yes.
So, I actually do things seasonally, or if that makes any sense, like in seasons. So, at the beginning of the year, there will be like a clean out, right? I will go through, our rooms, for example, the kids' room. I definitely do this during springtime, and I'll have them, help me out, go through the playroom, and see what it is that they like, what they don't like, that what they've outgrown, and then we'll put it in piles. There'll be piles where we can either give to our family and our friends, if they have kids that are younger than my kids so they can use them, or we'll put them in a pile where we can donate and give away to, or also the keep pile, which there are many items where we do like to keep because it has some sort of memory attached to it. So I do that throughout the year. And I feel like it really helps keep everything organized and you're not so overwhelmed. And we just stick to it, every season.
Living within your means is an important topic for us here at Black Enterprise always, but especially this year as there's been so much inflation and talk of a looming recession. How do you create a beautiful home on a budget?
Well, I think that's what's so amazing about this show is that we are encouraging people and teaching people how they can do that. I think it first starts with perspective, right? Some people think that it's not even possible. Like, how can I even do that? But this show teaches you that you actually can do that on a budget, and how you do that is by doing DIY projects, right? DIY projects are extremely affordable. It's practical. And also, what's great about this show is we're encouraging people how to recycle or refurbish a lot of the items that they already have. So you're able to save money that way. For example, all of us have stuff laying around. We think it's junk, but at the end of the day, it's not necessarily, right? It's just that we just don't have a place or a home for it. But if you take the time, be creative, use your imagination, you will be able to turn things around. For example, we did this one episode. It was fascinating how we were able to take these mixing bowls and turn them into lighting fixtures. And it was just mind blowing. And then use bed sheets for artwork, right? Which old bed sheets. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like even like a really cool idea, for when you have, a baby, or a newborn, you kind of want to like keep some of their items, and then you can turn it into, artwork. Another thing was getting these pots that you put plants in, painting them, turning them upside down, and then they were side tables for a living room. So just thinking about repurposing some of the items that you already have is a great way of saving money, or even doing things that don't necessarily cost a lot of money, which is just painting an accent wall or doing an accent wall, can really, which is just maybe one wall in a space that can really change or refresh an area. Or instead of having a bulldozer come in and take out and add tile to an area, you can use stickers that actually look like real tile, and you're able to save a lot of money that way. They even have these incredible kind of like stickers that look like hardwood floor. Like, it literally looks like I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, it literally looks like one of my friends did it in their office. And I was like, "I don't believe you." They're like, "No, yes, this is just, yeah, like stickers." So it's just finding different ways, you know?
Well, I am a home decor junkie and a sucker for a before and after. So I am looking forward to the show. I will definitely be
Yay.
tuning in. Thank you so much, Tia, for joining